Oh man, where do I even start with the latest twists in Salem? As someone who's been glued to Days of Our Lives since the days when Stefano was pulling strings from beyond the grave, I can tell you that EJ DiMera's scheming is like he's channeling his Forlal's playbook, all calculated moves wrapped in that smooth, sinister charm. Today, I want to dive deep into what I think E's master plan might be, because let's say that happens by accident, especially when a DiMera is involved.
Remember that intense scene from Thursday? EJ was all confident, laying it out there with that trademark smirk, promising that Theo Carver wouldn't get hurt in whatever he's cooking up. No harm, no foul, that's what he swore. But then he drops this bombshell: Abe, Theo's dad, would actually be very pleased with how it all shakes out. Pleased. In Salem, that word alone sends chills down my spine because it usually means someone's world is about to get flipped upside down in the most dramatic way possible. AJ's not one to make empty promises. He's got layers to his plans, and this one feels like it's been simmering for a while, just waiting for the right moment to boil over. And speaking of timing, everything's ramping up now that Theo's on the mend. That poor guy's been through the ringer, shot, comatose, the whole 9 yards, but he's pulling through like the fighter he is. Recovery means he's itching to step back into the spotlight, especially with that CEO gig at DiMera Enterprises dangling like a carrot. But EJ, he's not about to let that happen without a fight. The clock's ticking louder than ever because Johnny DiMera's own son, mind you, just spilled to Chanel that he's planning to bail on the job in about a week. Resigning from a power position like that, it screams family drama, and it puts EJ in a bind. If Theo swoops in before Johnny's out the door, EJ's influence could slip away faster than you can say corporate takeover. So, EJ's got to move fast, strike while the iron's hot, and block Theo's return before it even gains momentum. But how? That's the million-dollar question that's kept me up theorizing. Here's where it gets really juicy and straight out of the Salem Resurrection Hall of Fame. I wouldn't put it past EJ to rope in the mad scientist himself, Dr. Wilhelm Rolf, for a little undead intervention. Picture this: EJ corners Rolf in that creepy lab of his, barking orders to bring back none other than Lexie Carver from the great beyond. Lexie, Theo's beloved mom, Abe's soulmate, the one DiMera who actually had a heart of gold amidst all the family venom. Her death back in 2012 shattered everyone, especially Theo, who was just a kid then. But resurrecting her, that would be pure chaos, the kind that Days thrives on. Imagine the shockwaves rippling through Salem, doors slamming, tears flowing, alliances crumbling as Lexie steps back into the land of the living, probably looking as stunning as ever, courtesy of Rolf's miracle serum. Why Lexie, you ask? Because she's the ultimate wild card, the one person who could derail Theo's ambitions without a single drop of blood being spilled. Lexie never wanted her son tangled up in the DiMera web. She fought tooth and nail to keep him away from that toxic legacy. Remember how she shielded him from Stefano's influence, pushing for a normal life, away from the power plays and betrayals. If she comes back, she'd see Theo eyeing that CEO chair and put her foot down hard. "No, my son," she'd say, voice trembling with maternal fire, "you're not becoming like them. Not on my watch." It'd throw Theo completely off his game, emotional turmoil, second-guessing, maybe even a full-blown identity crisis. And in the midst of all that heartbreak and confusion, Johnny slides right back into the role, or at least holds onto it long enough for EJ to solidify his grip. It's manipulative, it's heartbreaking, it's classic DiMera's love and loss as weapons.
Of course, this is all speculation on my part, pieced together from years of watching these characters evolve. But it fits, doesn't it? The drama. The family ties, the supernatural edge keeps us coming back for more. Half the town has died and come back at least once. Why not Lexie? It'd reunite her with Abe, stir up old flames, and then create endless plot fodder. But what do you think? Is EJ really bold enough to play God like this, or am I overreaching? Hit me with your theories. I'm dying to hear if this storyline has you hooked or if you've got a wilder prediction.